So good Tuesday, everybody. It's David T. I'm the director from Orient Telecom Hong Kong. And thank you so much for Orient Telecom Hong Kong to organize this podcast session. And here we have the big OG, Mario, the founder of the broker side. Hey, Mario, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So Mario, would you mind to tell me a little bit about yourself, your background? Because I know that you are very experienced in this business and in this global industry.
Yeah, well, this industry came to me by accident. Actually, I studied automotive engineering way back. And I went from the trade in, let's say, used heavy equipment into the trade of computers. And I always loved international business. I lived in the United States. I lived in Spain. I mean, in school, I learned to speak German. I learned to speak French. I love, with mingling with the people from other backgrounds. Working as a trader, and it was really nice. When I was working as a trader, I was using a website from the United States. It's called Power Source Online. Back in 99. And this was really, it opened my eyes. I mean, in the beginning of the internet, when people started using it more and more, and it opened up my whole world. I thought, why don't we have something like this in Europe? And that is when I came up together with some of my friends, and we decided to start the broker site.
Good. Well, it's really good to know that you have multinational background. And also, as you mentioned, that actually the idea of the broker site is coming from the USA time, right? So it's similar like the Alibaba, the Taobao, the biggest platform in China. The founder, Jack Ma, also learned this idea from USA and apply into the local market. Sam?
It's always better, if you see a good idea, it's better to copy it and do it your way than to come up with something that's no use, Good ideas are there to be, perfected. Let's say it like that. The American website is not there anymore, though.
Okay, and the broker site is still there.
They lost interest on what happened, but we're still here. 27 years already.
Yeah. So Mario, actually the broker site, I know that it's very popular for the European market and the overseas market. And it's also getting more and more popular from the Asian market too. So Mario, would you mind to tell us more about the broker site? What is the role of this platform for this industry?
What is the role?
Yeah, tell us more about the broker site.
Let me tell you. Back in 99, I started with about 200 companies on there. And they were the companies I was trading with actual goods before, I was working as a trader. I just set up all my customers on the platform. I go like, guys, let's try it out. Let's try and make it work. And over the years, we've grown from 200 traders to more than 3,000 traders at the moment. And I have to say that the past couple of years, more and more companies from Asia, especially Hong Kong, joined the broker site. Really, I see in the market there's been quite a growth for Asian companies. They're also, I think, more getting used to trading with Europe, with the USA. And we've grown with that. 3 guys in the Philippines.
Yep.
Our back office. And also one of the sales guys is in the Philippines, especially to deal with the Asian market. So they work more or less with the same time zone as the people in Hong Kong. Of course, our website, the broker site, is a European website. But we have people from Hong Kong trading with people from the United States, trading with people from Australia, all around the world.
That's brilliant. So it means that actually the broker side is mainly for the worldwide companies in this industry. And it's mainly for 2 types of company, like a seller and buyer. So you are the platform for these both parties to meet each other. Because I heard that there are annual event every year for people to meet up, right?
Yeah, well, our website is definitely business to business only. We do not have end users on the platform. People are there from all over the world. And because it's all online, once a year, I organize this event so that they can just go to one place and meet each other. Back in 2004, when I did my first event, we were with about 100 people in Paris. Last year in Dublin, our last event, we were with 1,000 attendees from approximately 50 different countries all over the world.
Wow, that is a very shocking number because, as you mentioned, that you only got like 200 members at the beginning, and now it's more than 1,000. So it means that the broker side is developing very fast. As you mentioned, that actually you also have your regional teams located in Europe, and as you said, some IT team located in Philippines and South, right? How's that? Tell us more.
Well, we have people in the Philippines for the Asian market. I have a sales guy in Mexico who does the United States. I have a sales guy in Miami, also does the United States. And then we have 2 sales guys in the Netherlands, me included. I'm one of the sales guys, actually. and we more or less do Europe. The reason that the guys that work for me, most of them, they speak at least 2 languages. So they speak either English, French, German. That's the way we can go with all the customers from around the world. You have to imagine, David, when you go 10 years back, the people from Germany, they didn't speak any English. They spoke German. 10 years back, you speak to people in France, they don't speak English. Really, the past couple of years, English as a main language has developed a lot, I think. And right now, speaking English, you're able to go all over the world. I think maybe that's the same why there's more business from Asia right now, because people have also developed their language skills better. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because I would say that it's not easy to get into work for the broker side because the requirement is too high, at least 2 languages. So for me, I am not able to join the broker side. So actually, that's very friendly to all the members because you have a local regional manager to serve them in their own language. Other than that, I also heard that Mario, actually in the couple of recent years, you are applying the AI into your broker side. What is that?
David, I don't know about you, but I'm an old-timer. Huh? I started the broker side in 99, 26 years ago. And right now, these guys that are working for me, they were not even born when I started the broker site. And the technique, the web development, I mean, don't ask me for specifics. It's been so much developing over the past couple of years. So I have these guys, they're 21, 23. I just hired another 21-year-old guy. And they know so much about the AI and all the new developments. I mean, they're giving our website a boost. David, this year, our website has grown, turnover-wise, for the broker side, 30%. The first half of the year. I don't know what happened. Last year was our best year ever. And right now, first 6 months, 30% on top of that. I think it has to do with our constant development of the platform and our European broker meeting.
Wow, that's very interesting. You can achieve such a growth. And what is the major factor you think you can achieve such high percentage on the business growth?
Well, I think it's 2 ways. First of all, our market is growing. Huh? I think you told me that you are in a building over there with 300 companies, right?
More than 300.
That building was not there 10 years ago, right or wrong?
No, 20 years ago. This building is here.
How long?
More than 20 years.
But were there already 300 companies trading mobile phones 20 years ago? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's right. Nope.
Yeah, so the market is developing. More and more people are getting into trade. And we're all looking at the circular economy. And we want to use equipment as long as possible. And maybe if the first user doesn't use it anymore, it's time to move it on to a second user. And they use companies like Orient Telecom to go from the first user to the second user. And companies like your company, Orient Telecom, use websites like the broker site to find the next user.
Got you well, Mario. I couldn't agree
So the
more.
market
Yeah.
is growing.
Exactly. Actually, I agree with you that the global market in our business is growing very fast. Because for me, I personally join a lot of events in Europe, in USA. I could see that there are more and more new faces, new companies are showing up in the events.
David, when we started the European broker meeting, nobody was doing events. Nobody. Right now, eh, for our industry, I think there's going to be 15 events just this year. And like 5 years ago, we were just one of the few. It's grown so hard.
So actually, it's coming from both sides. Like there are more and more platforms, but at the same time, there are more and more companies and new players into our business. And that's why you could achieve such big growth for this year.
I'm not sure if there's so many more platforms. I mean, there's a couple of platforms, but you know the difficulty for new platforms to enter the market. We've been in the industry since '99, so we have 27 years of experience this year. All the information on all these companies, members and non-members, is in our database. If a new platform starts tomorrow, they don't have this information. They don't know about all these companies in the market. They don't have the database. So it's actually very difficult to get all the history that we have in our database. That's our strong point, and it helps us growing because people talk. They go like, "Oh, you need to ask Mario or Pepe or Rodi or the guys at the broker side. They know. They have the information."
And that is the main reason why the broker side is one of the best platform in the worldwide industry. For me, yeah, I would say that for others too. So Mario, when it comes to the platform, actually, we are seeing more and more platforms and more and more events, right? Let's talk about this topic. So actually, what are the functions of your platform? Let's begin with that. Like, what are the functions of the broker side? Holding event like that?
No, there's just one function for the broker side:
Okay.
bringing companies together.
Oh. Bringing companies together.
Bringing companies together. I mean, any company on the broker side, they're there to find customers and suppliers. Huh? They're there to come together with another company and do business. And that's what people seem to forget. They all talk about less CO2 and circular economy, blah, 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 blah. All this is only possible because it's business. Because people can make money. I mean, you will not sell a used phone and save CO2 if you're not making money. You need to make a profit. And the broker side is there to help companies find other companies and in the end make a profit, of course.
Wow. I really surprised by this saying. Bringing companies together, and not only just for circularity, it's also for profitability. So actually, Mario, you have covered this market quite a lot. And tell us more about like what you have been seeing, the changes in this industry, like how the profit performs, because everybody nowadays are saying that the profit are too tight and everybody is working for free. So tell us more. Yeah, because you mentioned it, Mario.
Okay, well, I mean, what I'll tell you, I'm not sure. I guess most of the listeners already know. I mean, back when I started the broker site, this website was more for gray import, buying new spares and parts in Asia, selling it in Europe. Over the years, the platform has developed into an ITAD platform. ITAD is now the most important part of our industry, I think. You asked what changed over the past few years. Well, the industry has changed. Import-export industry into an ITAD industry. The industry has grown a lot.
That's right.
10 years ago, all the refurbishment was done in Poland. Right now, Romania is very important. Dubai. United Arab Emirates is very important because they have cheaper labor. Changes like that. We see a lot of companies from Asia entering the European market.
Okay.
15 years ago, I had no members in Japan, for example. Right now, I have companies in Japan sending thousands of mobile phones to Europe every day. Changes like that we see in the industry. But back to the basics, one thing is still the same. Everybody's there to make a profit. And yes, maybe on a used laptop, 10 years ago, you could make hundreds of euros. Right now, maybe it's less. Well, maybe the traders can confirm, but there will be more products being sold. So I think overall, there's still a nice profit to be made.
Got you, Mario, and I agree with that because nowadays everybody is struggling with the tight margins. It's mainly due to more and more competitors, not only from local European market, also from other market, non-European market like
Absolutely.
Asia, USA, Dubai, because those market they have better price on the devices itself and they have cheaper labor. So that's why they can move the goods into the Europe and selling lower than the local European companies.
Absolutely. I mean, I have the guys working in the Philippines. They have a different hour rate as the guys working in Europe. It's a fact.
Get back to the topic, Mario. Like as you mentioned, you bring in company together and make profit. Tell us how the broker side can help the companies to make profit then under such ultra competitive environment.
Well, just by meeting more companies. I mean, okay, I can tell you a story, and this is a really nice story. A company called Letmax. Letmax from Romania. They started on the broker side, I think, 12 years ago. And there was maybe, 5, 6 people in the company. And they were buying and selling used equipment. Over the years, this company has grown into a company with, 200-300 employees selling millions, if not 100 millions of equipment every year. It's become one of the biggest companies in our industry. And speaking to the owner of the company, Mario, and I know him very well, he tells me, Mario, I couldn't have done it without the broker side. I've met so many new customers on the broker side, which helped me grow my business so substantially. That's why he's also the main sponsor of our events right now. He's just happy with us. And he continues to make many new customers through our platform.
Got you, Mario. So actually, what the broker side help the companies that to bring in them more new customer because this market is huge. So actually, you cannot catch all the customer, but via broker side, you can get to know more and more customer from different market, right?
You get to know more customers, and you know that the customers that are on the broker side are reliable companies because we have the database, we check all the companies, and as soon as, sometimes deals go wrong, sometimes companies go bankrupt, we hear about it. We put it in our database, we know it first. So you call me, Mario, can I send, 200K to this company in the United States? I can look it up, I can tell you, hey David, I've known these companies for 5 years. Never any problems. This is a good guy.
Definitely. That is very important because in our business, there are a lot of like scammers or whatever. And every transaction involved with big amount of money. So with your reference, it's very important for us to make every deal safe, right? So Mario, do you think Orient Telecom Hong Kong can become the next landmark by working with the broker side together?
I think so, but you'll have to do it yourself.
Definitely.
You have to take the first step. You need to go onto the platform and post your inventory over there, send out the broadcast, let people know what you want to buy or what you want to sell. And I am 100% sure it will bring you extra business. And the membership, David, It's 725 a year. 725 euro a year. You do one deal a year, boom, you make your money back.
Wow, that is a very good deal, Mario. So actually, I know that the broker side not only have the platform for wholesale business, buyer and seller. And as you mentioned that actually you can also do the reference for some members if they are buying from new companies, right? And as we mentioned that actually there are more and more new platforms nowadays in our industry. And are you seeing any changes of the role of the platform? Like in the past, the platform probably just for buy and sell offers and hold events in different markets. And other than that, what do you think? Like, what is the role of the platform that can contribute to this circularity?
Again, we go back to profitability. The platforms, like the broker side, they help you to grow your profitability. Eh? Find other companies, connect with more companies. That will help you grow your business. That will help you grow your profitability.
And then you can grow your company with profits. And everybody of us are working in this circularity, right? So actually, this is one of the most important functions that the broker side can provide to all the members.
Yeah, well, without profitability, there's not going to be a circular industry.
I like that. I like that saying.
We need to make a profit.
Yeah, everybody is saying like environmentally friendly and working in this industry, doing trading and etc. So actually, by the end, without profitability, we are not going anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
How to maintain the sustainability of this circularity is always like there are a couple of factors, and profitability is one of them.
Yeah. Well, one of the things, I mean, I know some of the old timers in the industry. I'm an old timer too, and we've been talking, and I go like, when is this growth going to stop? And I've been talking to people that are in this industry for 30, 40 years, and they're telling me, Mario, it's never going to stop. I've been in this industry, they tell me, for 40 years. Every 5 years, I see growth.
Whoa.
There's more people. I mean, the whole world is developing. Huh? Everybody's doing a little bit better every year. This means that more and more people want to have a mobile phone, want to have a laptop, want to have an iPad, you know? Everybody wants to be involved. Yeah? So the world is growing, we are growing.
I definitely agree with that, Mario, because the global market is very booming this year in the following 5 or 10 years, because everybody needs an iPhone. So that's why there are some new developing market like Africa and etc. So this market is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, Mario, I would like to ask a very sharp question, because for me, I would love to personally attend the event organized by the broker side this year. So Mario, do you have any data that a new member, what is the percentage for a new member to grow their business via the broker side? Like averagely.
I can tell you the following, okay? You register right now for the event. You get a username and password for our event website. And on the website, our AI already gives you a list of companies you need to speak to. So depending on your profile and the other profiles, we're going to make matches for you. And you simply invite all those companies for meetings. You go to the event, you come back, boom, done. Really. It's that easy. You just have to follow the AI, set up those meetings, and you'll find new contacts, new customers, new suppliers.
Well, you make me want to test it personally, because it's normally done by my marketing team. I never use myself for the platforms.
David, I think the best thing to do, because of course, I'm just like you, I'm in sales. I'm trying to sell my event. But the best tip I can give you is talk to some of the companies in Hong Kong that came to our event the past couple of years. I mean, we're all friends. Talk to your friends in Hong Kong, and they will tell you about the broker meeting and why they come every year.
So Mario, as you have been into this business over the last 30 years, and you have been built one of the biggest platform in our industry, the broker side, and you should have been seeing a lot of changes, ups and downs for the global industry. So what is, until this year or since last year, everybody is suffering from the competition, from a lot of things. And some of our long-term partners, they are telling me that, hey, David, it's not the industry I used to enjoying.
There's changes every year. Okay? Back in 21, COVID. Everybody wanted to have a laptop. Price of a used laptop, double. Yeah? I don't know what happened over the past couple of years, but this year, everything is AI. You know? All the Googles and whatever they're called, they're buying all the memory modules. So the price of memory, times 3, times 4. You know? Every year there's got to be something. The good thing is, David, is that all these developments, they go through our market. So there's always somebody who can make a buck.
Got you. So probably this is the industry, the survival of the fittest nowadays. So not everybody can easily earn money like the past. So right now you have to be very professional. And also the most important thing is to maintain your business in this industry.
I don't agree with you, David.
Yeah?
I don't agree with you.
Really?
I do agree with you. The most professional, the most organized companies, that are the companies that are making money. I do agree. But there's 2 times as many companies as 10 years ago. So there's more people making more money.
So actually the pie is bigger.
The pie is bigger, there's more companies. And yes, you are right. The best organized companies. I told you about the website from the United States that was back there when we were back in 2000, 2001, 2002. They're not there anymore. Yeah? Maybe they were not developing anymore, just like us. We're working on it every day. And we have these young people working on it. And if our members do the same, I think they can still do a very good business.
That's right. So, Mario, from the perspective of a platform, do you have any advice or suggestions on the business strategies for the current scenario in our business? Like, for example, do you suggest us to develop the new market like Africa, the growing market like that? Because nowadays everybody is talking about Europe. So as you said, Chinese, Japanese, the foreign country are getting into Europe. So do you have any advice or suggestions?
I wish I could give you some good advice, but I cannot. I'm simply not enough into the trade to know what our members know. I do know what I would do if I were a trader. Yeah? I would be looking at places where other people maybe are not looking. So maybe I would be looking at Africa. Maybe I would be looking at Southern Latin America. You know, I would go where the others do not go.
So developing a new market is also kind of essential for you to expand your business. But at the same time, you have to maintain a very stable performance for the market you have been doing for a long time, right? Every year, there are a lot of changes. So Mario, we have been discussing about the role of the platform and how it helped the members to grow their business. You can easily meet more company, get more buyers. And at the same time, you can also have the reference from you with years of database. So you can save your money. But other than that, What do you think of the future of this industry? I mean, do you need to be more professional? Do you need to be like doing something different rather than others doing?
One of the things we are looking at the moment, and I guess a lot of our members are also, is AI and the development of AI. But also, on the other hand, I cannot tell you where this is going. I can only tell you that we need to be on top of it and take a good look at all the recent developments and incorporate those. Because if we're not doing it, the next guy is doing it. And the same goes for our members. You really need to be on top of all the developments in the world if you want to be on top.
That's right. Got you very well, Mario. So it means that you are not going to be beaten up by the AI, but you are going to be beaten up by by your competitors who is using AI.
Yeah. I mean, you really need to keep looking around, go with all the recent developments, and learn and develop yourself. Otherwise, I mean, if you want to sell boxes from A to B, there's not going to be a market for you. You really need to offer extra.
Yeah, so it's not only about, I mean, as you know, Orient Telecom has been working as the distributor, or you can call it trader. So when it comes to current ultra competitive market, everybody is talking about the price. So what you mean is that actually, other than price, we should focus more on the partnership, on the quality, on the extra values.
On the quality, and maybe, I mean, I'm not a trader, but on the presentation of the product. For example, if you want, I mean, in Europe, a lot of the companies, they sell through websites like Backmarket, Refurb, etc. It's all about price, right?
That's right.
It's all about price. And then maybe you have to make sure that your price is good and your presentation is good. If people think when they buy from you, they get a brand new product, I think you're on top.
Price, quality, and partnership, such extra business values are very important for company to grow their business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. By the way, Mario, when you mention a marketplace, I would say that you have been seeing how the demand side changing, right? Because in the past, probably there are no marketplace, like because you have been into this business.
Oh yeah, 10 years ago, there's no back market, there's no refurb. I mean, this is new.
Would you mind to share with us some history, like in the past when you build up the broker side, how people trade, how people sell?
I'm not a trader, but what I see from my members, especially in the mobile phone business, they are selling more and more on business to consumer platforms. Maybe before they were selling to little stores, and people would go into a store and buy a second-hand mobile phone, a second-hand laptop, and right now, I think more and more is being sold through business to consumer platforms.
That's the difference.
There's difference, yeah.
Like for example, in Europe, like as you mentioned, like 10 years ago, there are no marketplace. So probably it happens since 5 years ago then.
But to be honest, I mean, I don't know, but I think in the past, a couple of years, past 10 years, these platforms were started, yeah.
And when it comes to marketplace, Mario, I want to ask a very personal question. I mean, it's not official. I just want to ask a question personally based on my daily routines. Because for us, we mainly serve two types of clients. One is the local wholesaler, and one is the big retailer on marketplace. So nowadays, actually, we have more and more customers. They are selling on marketplace are complaining that the price is too low.
I hear exactly the same thing. And I mean, these marketplaces, hundreds of millions of euros have been invested, and they need to grow, grow, grow. And I think the marketplaces, but correct me if I'm wrong, are focusing too much on the consumer, and are not giving enough attention to the retailer.
I have the same feeling.
What are we going to do about it?
Yeah, this is why I said I want to ask you a personal question. Because when you mentioned at the beginning, profitability, if the price is that low on marketplace, how can we make margins? How can we make profits? Because as you said, the marketplace are always focused on the consumer side and they focus on their sales performance because they can easily make margins based on the commission per each sale. So in this case, do you think is it a sustainable environment for company like us to make us survive?
We'll see how it goes. Let's say the next couple of years. I think in the end, quality will survive. I think people will pay a little bit extra for the best quality. So as a supplier, if you deliver the best quality, I think you definitely have a shot.
All in all, Mario, we have been talking about a lot of points about the broker side and the European market. And as you have been into this business for long, and actually you are seeing the importance of Hong Kong market are increasing.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, right? What do you think of the Hong Kong market?
How do you mean, what do you think of the Hong Kong market? I see it's developing. I see it's selling more into Europe, more into other countries. But next to that, yeah, I don't have an opinion. I think it's just like any other market. Only maybe just like in the United Arab Emirates, as in Romania, you have the lower wages, so it makes it easier or cheaper for you to refurbish. That's what I think. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're there. You probably know better than me.
Yeah, of course. Because why Hong Kong can become one of the biggest hub for this mobile phone industry globally, right? It's because there are many companies, and that's the first point. Because there are more than 500 telecom companies in Hong Kong market. So actually, there a big cash gathering into this industry from Hong Kong. So that's why we have the buying power for the global market to purchase worldwide from the top Taiwan supplier, while other market maybe cannot be capable as Hong Kong buying power. So this is the first one. And secondly, actually, Hong Kong is the free trade city, so it also have the tax-free policy advantage. So I think that is the main reason why Hong Kong can growing very fast nowadays.
Well, we'll see. Wait, do you know about United Arab Emirates?
Yeah, United Emirates, yeah.
20 years ago, nothing.
Yeah.
And right now their government is focusing on business and trade, and all these companies go there. With the war in Iran and Dubai, and maybe all governmental changes, you don't know how it's going to be in 5 years. I think it will still grow. I think they'll be smart and continue to subsidize, not subsidize, but like push the companies to excel. And I think it will continue, but you don't know.
That's very right, Mario, because that's why we are calling that this business become very challenging, because you just mentioned that it's not as simple as the past. So you buy low from the supply, you sell a little bit higher to the end user. But nowadays, as you mentioned, we have to focus on different part of the world, like the political, local tax policy. What is that called? The war happening in Dubai. It might switch the hub to another one. So it affecting our whole business also. So it means that actually this business is no longer just being affected by the local. It's globalized.
It's definitely globalized. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why we can feel the heat while there's a war happening in Dubai, and Dubai shut down the airport, and everybody in this business are being affected. So it's all about globalization. And I would say that you have been seeing the whole development of how this industry is changing from 30 years ago until now. So I would say that everybody should talk to Mario and join the broker side, because he got the best advice for your future development, for your business growth, and at the same time, more importantly, for the safety of your funds.
Yeah. Meet more companies.
So Mario, for me, I have been really glad to have you as the guest for this podcast section because you share a lot of good values, good points, and I would say that will contribute a lot to the listener and to their business. So, Ordino, by the end of the podcast, Mario, I would like to ask you one advice personally, because you have been running the broker side more than 20 years. And I would say that it's not easy to maintain a business for 2 decades. So, what would you like to give me an advice how to maintain a business for such long, 20 years?
Stay on top of current developments.
Okay.
Watch around you what is happening. I mean, on TV, in the paper, I don't know, technical magazines. Stay on top of what's happening and make sure that you keep developing your company and what you're doing.
So what it means is that you have to stay tuned. You have to stay up to date. You have to pay attention to what is happening daily in Hong Kong, not only Hong Kong, in Europe, in USA, worldwide.
Yeah, really, you cannot stay lazy and be like this. I mean, you snooze, you lose. I mean, I learned that like 30 years ago.
Got you well. So Mario, that's why I really enjoy speaking with you, because I could learn a lot from you from the business aspect. And also I learn a lot from the personal sharings, because it really helps me to manage my daily business. So all in all, Mario, do you have any questions for me at the moment?
When are you going to register on our website?
Okay, Mario, I promise you that after the podcast, we are going to partner up. So I will register on your website, and I will do my best to join the event this year organized by the broker side.
I would love to have you. And I think there's also going to be a space for you to be involved in the tech talks, to talk to our audience in Portugal.
Thank you so much for such great opportunity, Mario. And by the way, Mario, because we talk a little bit about your event, tell us what is the interesting thing and what is the exciting part of your event this year.
Our most recent development, I already touched on that earlier today, is that right now you register, you go to the website, and we already have an AI-driven suggestion page. This will tell you, Mario, David, you need to meet those companies. Those companies fit your profile. You don't have to go to the web. I mean, there's how many? There's at least 500 companies on the website. You have no clue who to talk to. But our platform will help you meet the right people.
Wow, that's very important to match your product with the right client. It's very important for your sales. And until right now, how many participants for your event this year?
870.
870 attendees confirmed.
We just have 130 places left. We have a maximum of 1,000 attendees. So right now we're selling the last 130 places. Just the last 2 days, we sold another 10. And I think we'll sell out somewhere in August. Next month, we'll be sold out.
And the event day is in October. Which day?
21, 22nd, and 23rd of October.
Okay, so it might be the 3 days for your life changing, for your business changing, right?
Hey, if you want to go to Europe and combine it with making some money, you need to go to the European broker meeting.
Got you well, Mario. So for me, I really can't wait to seeing you in person. And I would love to talk to you and learn from you personally. So when we meet. So Mario, all in all, thank you so much for the podcast session. Thank you for your time. And thank you for all your sharings.
Thank you very much. And looking forward to meeting you in Portugal.
Same here. Thank you, Mario.
Thank you, David.